Mitsubishi Motors, BP, Westpac, CUB, Ultratune, Rocker Brothers and Foodland. Football Park, Adelaide versus Brisbane on AFL Today.
And good afternoon everyone, welcome to AFL Today on 7 Sport. For the next 90 minutes, highlights of the round 14 clash between the Crows and the Bears from Footy Park. The Crows began a roll 2 weeks ago with that on the siren win against Fitzroy. Last week they beat Richmond. Can they make it the trifecta against Brisbane? Brisbane is certainly no threat to the leaders, but still with 4 expatriate South Aussies in the team, they'll be full of fire. We pick up play at the opening bounce, the Crows kicking with a 3 to 4 goal wind advantage.
We're underway at Football Park to close out round 14. Good bounce too in the middle. Merritt, clean possession. Kick was smothered.
Oh, you see,
down goes Bain. And there's going to be a free kick. David Bain's got it. Alongside the centre circle, David Bain goes towards half forward with a kick, not a particularly good one. Shackey bounced off his chest. Regenza got a boot to it. McLean stood his ground well. This is Spilkey inside the centre square, but only just. Boots it across the ground. It goes bouncing out towards left centre wing for the Adelaide Crows, but it's all Brisbane Bears out there. Ashcroft, with plenty of time, concedes about 15 metres. Phillips, a little casual to Ryan, who kicks it across his body. Awkward bounce for Rowe. Good tackle by Gastiff on McGuinness. And the ball goes out of bounds and we'll have a throw-in on the outer side.
Marcus Ashcroft's got the job on. Tony McGuinness used to being tagged each week.
He was tagged pretty well last week against Richmond. Just 9 possessions for Tony McGuinness. Here he goes. Gets a hand pass just inside the boundary line. McDermott goes to ground. He's caught by Gastiff. Play on, says the umpire. Bain gets a kick away under pressure. But the mark taken down the ground by Mickham. Short pass by Mickham. The centering effort taken here by Tregenza. He rips away the hand pass to Smart. From outside 50, a long kick. Top mark taken by Jamison.
Well, we saw Nigel Smart do exactly what he did the last time they played here against Fitzroy, running down the ground. Now, he is a dangerous player when he does run down the ground, as is Maynard.
No mark paid.
No, I didn't pay it.
Really?
Getting ready for Jamison to pull his socks up and go back and kick for goal, but it's a boundary throw-in. And to rub further salt into the wound, it's a Bears free kick to be taken by Champion from the back pocket. He gets it outside 50. Bears into the breeze this quarter. Leslie can't quite take the mark. Marshall comes back to Marshall. The hand pass behind Abernathy. Blocked up at ground level. McLean goes through, going defensively for the Bears. Paddled forward. Gastev there. Caught by 2 players in a tackle. Phillips for the Bears. Up the ground to Hardy behind centre wing. The kick by Hardy to half forward. Rowe the only chance. And the mark was taken by Lee.
Shocking kick. Straight to Merritt, just outside the 50. Down towards full forward and Shackey. Loose ball. Shackey's over it now. Hughes missed him. Still Shackey. Taken high. Well played. Eyes only for the football, Lauren Shackey.
Should have made a better effort getting the first one. He was well clear of Hughes, but fumbled at the critical moment. But he followed up well, Lauren Shackey, and certainly drew the umpire's attention to that as he was tackled by Smart. Leslie seems to be playing as the on-ball player now with Roger Merritt at centre half forward.
Shackey directly in front. Will kick from about 30 metres out. Into the breeze. Good looking kick. Goal.
Well, he'd be no stranger to this ground, Lauren Shackey. He started at the Essendon under-19s. He was a prolific goal kicker down there, and then came across here and played at Woodville. Or was it Torrens? Torrens, I think it was. Yes, Torrens. Recruited to the Bears last year. Kick goals over here too. It's a good effort.
The Bears have got the first goal. Umpire Cameron restarts us in the middle. Hardy where the action is. Kick no distance. Abernathy up to half forward for the Crows. Bounces past Gastev. Zanotti goes off the ground. He loses a bit of ground. Did he get the ball out? No, not quite. Liptak goes down. Jamison goes backwards. Marshall. Centering kick. Chopped off by Champion from Klug. Here's John Klug, their leading goal scorer. He goes out with the hand pass. Jamison offline with the kick. First score to the Crows.
There's the time remaining and the difference. 5 points Brisbane's way. Pretty strong breeze now. And the Crows are going with it. John Gastev to bring it in.
Oh, no.
Whoa, that is a short pass. Bain, a short target. Liptak. McGuinness in the pocket, pulls it across his body. Out of bounds on the full. What sort of a kick was that from John Gastev?
Did he stub his toe, Dennis?
Well, let's be charitable and say he did. Both of them.
Tried to keep it under the wind, but he kept it under the ground.
There's Champion. Early days yet, just warming up.
McIntyre about to come on for the Crows, warming up.
Champion's kick, not a particularly good one. Gastev was interfered with, and he'll get the free kick just outside the defensive 50. This crowd building all the time. When play started, I think quite a few people still outside the ground trying to get in.
Jamison coming off.
Gastev goes for distance this time and kicks it out of bounds on the full. Not a good start for John.
Marshall with the free kick. Inside half forward. Climbed by Hodges, but no mark. Hardy back there. Filkey couldn't keep it in. Or McGuinness. And we'll have a throw in the forward pocket. So the Crows have this wind and haven't managed a goal as yet. Klug number 20. McDermott came over the top. Champion. McDermott robs him of the ball. Comes to McGuinness. Hurried snap across the face of goal. Chance here. Oh, that was a free kick. He's not right in front, but it's only about 25 metres out from goal. And a free kick to Simon Fregenza, who was chopped before the ball came down.
And here we watch. Oh, we just missed.
Kick is good. Crows have hit the front. Well, just a 12-point lead to Adelaide after first use with the breeze. What can the Bears do in this second quarter? Merritt up high. Nicken beats him. Ooh, McLean went straight through. Filkey did pretty well. McDermott goes back to Micken. He's kicked to centre half forward. A clever mark taken by Liptak. Dishes out a good hand pass to McGuinness. Jarman back to McGuinness. On the left boot. Great play, but he couldn't cap it off.
Interesting, Drew. Adelaide have a spare man back in defence. Actually, he's up near the centre circle. And that's Bruce Abernathy. So they've dropped a man back. Or more correctly, perhaps Brisbane have pushed one up to try and get some midfield supremacy.
Well, Zanotti, they couldn't kick in 40 metres in the first quarter. That was about 70 metres. Crows have it and going backwards, losing ground in possession. And now McDermott. Oh, Champion drops an easy mark. Liptak whips it out to Klug, who snapped truly. Second for John Klug, and an important goal into the wind for Adelaide. 4-8 to 2-1.
Well, they've certainly lifted their effort, haven't they? The Crows, the Adelaide side, as they're going into the breeze. They've got the ball out of the centre there. They went forward. McGuinness just couldn't capitalise. That was a bad mistake by the centre-half back Champion for the Bears. He missed that easiest chest mark and was snapped on, and Klug finished up with his second.
4-8 to 2-1. The early stages of the second term. Merritt gets it down, taken by Hardy. Half smothered. McGuinness tried to punch it out. Merritt does. Taken by Rowe. Look away handball. Hardy's got it. McLean, good evasion. McLean kicks inside the attacking 50. Back goes Hamilton. Knocked away by Bickley. Hamilton was going back for his second bite. They scramble after it just inside the 50. And we've got a whistle. Danny Noonan at the base of the pack. Plenty of players around the ball. Over the top comes Phillips and thumps it down towards the pocket. This is Hughes. Back towards the outer side. Marshall almost the meat in the sandwich. I think he may have been hurt. He looks a little stunned out there, but he applies a good tackle on Champion and wins the free kick.
Looks like Leslie's also down.
Yeah, actually, he was the meat in the sandwich, but the two slices of bread hurt each other.
And Leslie is very slow to get up, and he's a tough cookie. On the outer side, Klug, who's doing very well opposed to Champion, takes the mark he wants to play on. Centering kick, bad one. Rowe.
Ashcroft, straight to centre half forward. Hamilton can't take the mark. Lee floats the hand pass to Jarman. Pretty quiet in the first quarter, Jarman. Good pass. McGuinness. It's a good kick into the breeze. Bouncing to half forward. Liptak just evades the tackle. Great little hand pass to McIntyre. Oh, crashes into his own man. Jamison felt that one. Off to Maynard. Maynard probably still laughing. Kicked out of bounds on the full.
That's the problem with Maynard. He's prepared to run down the ground again. You've got to watch he and Smart. They're backmen and they're light kicking goals.
There's one for Sandy. At half-back, this is McLean. Towards centre wing. In front, Hamilton. Good mark. Shane Hamilton. Towards centre half forward now. The Bears in best position. No. They're in best position as it turned out. It was missed by Smart. The Bears just ran away from that ball. This is Lee now. Lee from inside his defensive 50. Towards centre wing. Coming back is Micken. Did nicely. Bickley away to Marshall. Marshall on the wing. Down towards half forward. Klug on the lead. He's looking good. Centering kick. Jarman in space. Inside the 50. Thought about the hand pass. Now goes for goal. It's floating back. It's a good kick. It's a goal. No, it hit the post. Crushed the post on the way through. Goal side.
Well, the Bears are being let off. They're being let off, the Bears. The Crows really doing well. Curran's come on. Leslie's gone off. Obviously, Leslie very, very tough, but couldn't stay on.
Well, he was hurt in that crash with his own man, and that could be a cruel blow to the Bears. Smart goes backwards. Abernethy's kick. He's just reeled in. McDermott pops it up high into the wind. McIntyre a wide lead. Gets there just inside the line. Actually, Adelaide looking better into the wind than they did with it in the first turn. Hodges hasn't had a touch yet on Zanotti. Don't know whether we give him one for that either. Zanotti off the ground. Bounces off Hardy's shins. Phillips. Out of defence, the Bears. Choice of two here. Taken by Ashcroft. Away to McLean. McLean straight up the centre of the ground. Merritt's there. Gets away from Maynard. Shackey bowled over in the tackle. Good pick up by Smart. Abernethy. And look at the players out in the clear here. Jarman. McLean nowhere inside. Jarman moved. Oh, he's dealt with after he got rid of it by Curran. And the kicker straight. Champion took the mark.
Champion goes to play on. Smothered by Hodges. It ricochets across to Zanotti. Zanotti's kick ill-directed. Clever mark taken by McDermott. Wants to draw a man and does. Tregenza fumbles. Ashcroft looking to mark McGuinness. Stayed off Tregenza. The kick goes inside 50. Zanotti slaps it off the ground. Phillips. Little hand pass in the direction of Ashcroft. Noonan's got it though. Bain. Nicely done. That's well worked. Champion goes for distance. Down towards half forward. All Crows. Maynard dropped the mark. Bad luck for him and his team. Lee's got the run of it. Claimed by Rowe. Cameron hard against the boundary line. Shrugs the tackle. Pulls it back to Hardy. Now Hardy is well within range here. He'll kick from just on the 50.
Danny Hughes should have made a better effort than that. Cameron broke that too easily. See how he went in to try and bump Danny Hughes? You don't do that, especially on the back line. The fella can ride the bump as Cameron did. You tackle. Danny Hughes, an experienced player, a bad mistake.
Bears need this goal. Hardy. Oh, hits the post. Fair exchange.
There's been plenty of posters. 3 so far in the game. Hughes kicks in. That was the Bears' first score in this quarter, and they have the win. Marshall. He's kicked to centre wing. Maynard had his back to it. But Ryan Stunt straight into the path of McGuinness. He centres to centre half forward. Gastev takes the mark in front of Jamison.
Oh, 50,
Got to be 50.
50. Bad one by Liptak.
First 50-metre penalty of the game.
And it really wasn't 50 either, about 40. 35-40.
Discount because they're with the wind. Gastev to full forward. Big pack here. Smart going well. And he didn't have it when Bain got rid of him. Merritt. Bain somehow gets boot the ball. It's bouncing around for Shackey. Can he get hold of it? Yes. Shackey kicks his second. 4-9 to 3-2.
Well, he couldn't believe his luck, Shackey. He was standing out of play. He wasn't mixed up in the action at all. And he nearly made a meal of this. It was good play by little Bain getting in there. Merritt gets it in, then Bain a quick kick. Look at Shackey. Couldn't believe it. He just couldn't get it in. And then finally does his second goal.
The Crows lead by 13 points. Just over 18 minutes remaining till half-time. Curran jumping early. Micken. And no one really, although Noonan missed it, so Tregenza finished up with it. It worked out okay for the Crows. Liptak's taken the mark, plays on immediately. McGuinness is free, runs to the 50. Here's trouble for the Bears. McGuinness, good-looking kick. It's a goal. There's our scoreline. Jarman scrambled a kick out. Baines over the ball. Sim drives it down towards half forward. Hardy did well, knocked it on. Hamilton across to Curran. Curran pulls it back cleverly. Shackey.
That was a terrific kick. He was on the run on that occasion, Peter Curran, with a full steam of head up. He could have gone goalward, but you can see there he twisted the ball around, spotted Shackey getting away from Hughes. Great kick.
Like the last rounder. There's Lawrence Shackey. He'll kick from 25 metres out. And he's got it, and the Bears are in front.
Well, you can't believe it, can you? You know, the Bears started this way in the start of the game. Then when they were with the breeze, they really did muck and make of it. Adelaide, on the other hand, they started the second quarter the way the Bears are playing now. Why do players lift themselves when they got a kick into the breeze? Why don't they show the same application when they're kicking with the breeze? That was very well done. They got the ball out of the centre. Merritt got up high. It was a good effort, Bears.
Well, Adelaide causing a surprise here, leading by 3 points. Merritt takes clean possession, and they clear the centre again. They've been winning that part of the game. Curran takes the hand pass in well. Curran back to full forward. Comes to Hardy. Left foot snap, Brad Hardy. Offline. Won't score. But not out of a chance, the Bears, yet. Smart's back there for the Crows. Gets it back. And a clever kick round the boundary line, and the mark taken by Tregenza. Vickley got it to him. Up towards centre wing.
Have a look. Leslie's back on. He's a competitor, isn't he?
Bain over the ball. You're holding it. Free kick to Bickley. Up to half forward. Gastev in front. Hart's on the ground and straight away gives away a free.
John Gastev. He's at left half back. Towards centre wing. Micken. Up he goes. Missed it completely. Maynard behind. McDermott. Run down. Smart did well. Controlled it nicely. Abernathy now alongside the centre circle. Penetrating kick and a long one. They'll contest about 10 metres out. Off hands. Hodges will go off the ground. Goal. That's the way to do it. Long and straight down the middle.
Well, it was Abernathy in the square. Good chasing here by Curran. But Abernathy, who was like this in the first quarter, kicking the ball exceptionally long with the aid of the breeze. Breeze behind him. And Hodges cops one.
Seesawing at the start of the third quarter. Now Adelaide had the lead by 3 points. And Merritt clear the centre again for the Bears. Well, he will, because he'll take a free kick against Micken.
They're both jumping into one another. It's whoever can get in first, Merritt or Micken.
Kick by Merritt to half forward. Curran tried to knock the ball on. Maynard took the mark. Surprised Curran didn't get any sort of a touch on that. He goes with the hand pass. McGuinness. McDermott. Micken going like a rover. Good kick by Micken to full forward. But Hodges got underneath the ball. Champion took the mark. Champion goes across the ground. And a gutsy performance by Leslie to come back. 43 Brisbane, 46 Adelaide. Low scoring in the windy conditions. McLean marks at halfback. Dishes off the hand pass to Merritt. Noonan. High to centre half forward. Hughes couldn't take the mark. Bickley the hand pass. Quick interchange with Abernathy. Oh. No, it came unstuck. It might come up all right. Bickley kept on going up the ground. Kick too long, Champion marks.
He's taken some good marks, Champion. Had a few mistakes too. What'll he do this time? Runs up from the back pocket, not a good kick. Back goes Micken, Jarman over the top. It falls to Phillips. Did nicely. Hardy. Ashcroft now towards half forward. Man in front alone is Hamilton. Well, he lost his marker. Shackey is running back. That's the direction the kick takes. He turns around and takes the mark. Well, Lee really never had a hope there. He was herring after Shackey, and Shackey picked the moment to turn and come back. And Lee was overcommitted.
Now, Hamilton could have gone on quicker here and put the ball over the top of all players because the goal square was open in front. But Shackey got there back there just that little bit quicker than the others. And he's lining up for his fourth.
Yep. He's been lively on the forward line. Lawrence Shackey. Important kick, this one. Looks good. It's another one. So, the Bears are back in front. Super Shackey indeed. 7-7, 6-10.
Well, Hamilton going up for the mark at centre half forward is a good kick from Ashcroft. He might have just ducked the head at the last moment. You can see that. He pulled his head into the shoulders. Hughes coming over the back. And finds Shackey.
Three changes of the lead in the opening 6 minutes of this third quarter. Well, McDermott, he got a free kick. It was probably against his teammate.
It was against Merritt.
McDermott's kick inside the 50. Hodges leads, got underneath it. Then he interfered with Gibson, and Gibson will take the free kick.
No love lost between Gibson and Hodges. After Hodges kicked that one off the ground earlier, Gibson ran across the top of him.
His kick high to centre wing. All Adelaide, no flyers there for... Curran made a contest eventually, but the mark in front to Micken. Off with the hand pass, Abernathy. Klug, no mark. Bounces through, Jamison. On the turn, 40 metres out. Drops 20 metres short and way wide. And Gastev made sure it went out. Bears leading by 3 points in a surprise here. Unbackable favourites Adelaide going into the game.
Throw in the pocket then. Merritt, who's done well this afternoon, gets it down. Gastev, quick hands away to Bain. Hard against the boundary line. Bounces out of bounds on the far side. David Bain, the 88 Sandover medalist. And there's David Marshall. He's had plenty of possessions. They've won comprehensively across the centre this afternoon, the Adelaide Crows. But the Bears' defence has been very good, and they've made the most of their opportunities up forward, especially late in that second term. Phillips slung off the kick. It goes very high. Maynard, he can really take a good overhead mark. Rodney Maynard plays on. Not a good kick. Klug, the only man to fly. He's marked it just outside the 50. Hodges is back. Gibson indicating he wants some support. Leslie scuttles back. John Klug, meantime, concentrating on this one. Good kick. Oh. So Adelaide regain the lead.
John Klug, his third goal, 3 goals, 2 for the game. Martin Leslie letting him get away on that occasion. And the ball carrying to Klug, but aided by the fact that Leslie just wasn't tight enough, didn't start with him.
Goal for goal at the start of the second half. 2 goals straight each, 4 changes of the lead. Down goes Hardy, pushing the back from McDermott. Hardy the free kick.
Abernathy's the loose man across the half-back line for Adelaide. David Cameron, who was either playing wing or half-back, is starting up around the wing, running in and staying around midfield. So they've got numbers up around the ball or midfield. Brisbane.
Goals were hard to come by in the first half, 5-10 to 5-7. But it's been 4 straight at the start of the second half. Comes to the front of the pack. Ryan out with the hand pass. Phillips just got rid of it in time. Maynard tipped round the ear. No whistle. Inside 50, the Bears. Noonan dodges and weaves. Puts it out in front of Curran. Only 30 metres out, but on the boundary line. He hooks back. Still in play. Cameron there. The ball goes out off hands and will have a throw in.
David Cameron. Behind him, Nigel Smart. Throw in. Shackey doing the rucking on the forward line. Hughes comes over the top only as far as Hardy. Question of accuracy. Hasn't got it. Minor score. Played well, Brad Hardy.
Playing as a ruck rover, Dennis.
Will he go the distance, Don? 7-10, 7-8. Hughes kicks in towards the outer side. The Bears have got the numbers out there. Curran remains standing, but it's going to be a free kick to Micken. Well, that was bad football. 2-on-1, and they infringed. Micken wants to go. Hamilton snuck up on him, taking little steps on his toes. This is Ashcroft. Does nicely. Hardy. Was well done by Hamilton. Hardy goes out wide. Curran's got it now, just outside the 50. Curran, centering kick. Off hands, Jarman. Clears it. Long towards the centre. Marshall missed the mark. Leslie recovers well. Hardy again. Brad Hardy through the middle. Not a good kick though. Filkey dropped the mark. Jarman met solidly. Bickley's hand pass out wide, intended for Tregenza. Smart overran it. Ooh. Smart on the ground. He was lucky to survive all of that. Now the hand pass came to Tregenza and he finds Liptak.
Well, got out of a pressure cooker situation there, Adelaide. Brisbane really making a contest of everything around the ground. Matthew Liptak for his first score. Good kick. A beauty.
An excellent kick by the little fellow Matthew Liptak.
He boots towards half forward. Valiant attempt to mark there by Noonan. Across his body, concedes some ground. Gastev's got the run of it. Awkward bounce for him. It took a Crows bounce. Harder's battling with Gastev. Gastev got a foot in there. Marshall going against the flow, upended by Merritt. Overrunning it was Ryan. Look at Merritt go into that pack. Knocked out of there by Merritt eventually after Phillips could do naught with it. Now an opportunity for McDermott. McDermott steadies, boots it down towards the pocket. Gastev and Hart knocked away by the defender. Liptak with dash. Jamison does well. Here's Hodges, 15 metres out. He's kicked a goal. That was better from Adelaide. They're back in front. Seesawing affair at the park.
Well, there's a lot of pressure applied out there on that occasion. Hodges, he wouldn't miss from there. Gastev, Liptak. And there's Hodges running, holding the ball across the body. His second.
What an amazing quarter of football. Seesawing all right. 6 changes of the lead. And now Adelaide have it by 2 points. Well, we've had some thrillers over here at Footy Park, worthy of the big crowds they've been attracting. And the Bears really taking it up to them. Out of the centre. Sim, wide, Hardy. Abernathy on his hammer. Hardy clever. Oh, Bell taken out of it. And the youngster, that was McDermott. Bell had plenty of blokes bigger than Bell. And Bell came back and got the next kick. Well done, son. McLean, wide to Hardy. A centering kick Chance for the Bears. Shackey hooks it.
Oh,
and he's made it. Well, Shackey has kicked 5, 3 in this quarter.
He could have gone over the top then, Lauren Shackey, but what a great combination. And also Little Bell there. He held his ground. He got laid out. And then it was on McLean. Really laid it off well to Hardy. Hardy gets it across to Shackey. Maybe Shackey could have gone with a hand pass to make sure over the top. But we've got a great game here.
Warren Shackey relishing his return to South Australia has kicked 5 of Brisbane's 10 goals.
McDermott and Cameron.
10-8 to 9-10, and the Bears will finish with the breeze. You've got to say they'd be favoured from here. Under 10 minutes remaining in the term. Merritt punches it out. Maynard scrambles a kick towards the outer side wing. McGuinness storming up the ground in close attendance. Ashcroft. Gastev gets back. Nicely done. Interesting. Gets it eventually to Ashcroft, who boots from half-back through centre wing. Curran is there, content to have it out of bounds. Marvellous term, this one, by the Brisbane Bears. So the challenge squarely with the Adelaide Crows, who I'm sure penciled this one in as a W before they started. Knocked out of there by Curran, taken by Smart. Across his body, through centre wing. Gastev again, lively. McLean in trouble. Leslie towards the outer side, and Curran.
I don't think he meant that kick.
He'll take it.
Just looking at the members here, Dennis, this crowd strangely quiet, perhaps because it's not a Victorian side playing.
Kicked by Curran. Oh, what a mark by Shackey. Having a big quarter. Kicked 5 goals. I think he's only had 6 kicks for the 5 goals.
Got the sit there, the knee into the back.
They've found the full forward, haven't they? Likely tight.
So coming up for his 7th kick, will it be his 6th goal? Right on 50 metres. It's a tough one. Drives it into the wind, won't make it. Hardy stands his ground. Well played, Brad Hardy. Then ducked his head into trouble. The crowd called ball, nothing doing. Umpire Cameron's going to ball it up. He might have been a bit lucky then. Well, Brisbane by 4 points. 7 changes of the lead in this 3rd quarter. Sim across the face of goal. Ball stays in. Smart to Filkey.
Filkey towards half-back. Bears leading the race in all directions. Ryan measures the hand pass. Cameron again shoots it out. Awkward one. Merritt kept it going their way but couldn't control it. Filkey to Lee. Liptak surrounded. Maynard.
Oh.
Interesting kick. It comes across the ground. Gained about 15 metres. Hardy and Jarman. Great use of the body by Jarman. Put it on the ground and slapped it out. Maynard confronted. Dragged down. It spills to Abernathy. Abernathy forward at half-back. Towards half-forward. Jamison the leaper from behind. Down goes Hodges. In goes Champion. Knocks it out. Ashcroft kicks it across to a number of Bears, one of whom, Bain, gets it to Cameron. He's on centre wing and he can run. A second bounce. He's going down a half-forward. He takes on the defender. That was unwise. As a result, the kick went straight to Lee. His hand pass not too good either. McGuinness has got it.
Oh, McGuinness finding players unmarked. Jamison at half-forward. Just gets the kick away. Long to full forward. Oh, 2 Bears up against each other. Gibson couldn't come down with it. Liptak offline or behind.
He does that well, Liptak, roving the pack.
He's a good old-fashioned rover. He runs hard as they're contesting, doesn't he? From the head of the play, comes storming to the pack.
Great quarter of football. Pleasure to watch, and I'm sure a lot better than a lot of people thought. Champion. A lot harder than the players thought. McLean pushed out.
Who's getting the
free kick to Jarman?
No, McLean really didn't go on that occasion. He should have gone.
Didn't look at the ball at all, did he?
It wasn't a good effort. Not a good effort. All he did was tip Jarman up. Gave away the free.
So the kick to Andrew Jarman. Puts it out in front of the goal square. Jamison up early. Liptak a goal. Well, that's another change of the lead. Bit of feeling coming into this game now. And the Crows lead by 3 points.
Well, it was a bad mistake give away the free kick, because look what happens on the free kick. The Crows capitalise, the ball goes up, and Liptak, we've seen him rove that pack so well up there. He starts up the ground and really hits it running. Got great judgment, the little fellow.
10-11 to 10-8, just what we were talking about. Hart out of the middle towards half forward. Phillips goes back and takes the defensive mark.
Shackey on the ball now, and Merritt's a full forward.
McLean, he's forward of half back, kicks towards centre wing. Micken comes across and claims the mark. Well, obviously Robert Walls is resting Merritt for the final term. He thinks he can pinch hit here and come home with Merritt and Shackey at full forward. Liptak again held, hitting the pack hard. He starts about 20 metres away. Interesting to watch. He really runs hard at the pack while the ball's in flight. Tregenza's off. Lindner's on. Liptak will kick from just outside the 50, with his side leading by 3 points. But the Bears will come home with a strong breeze that hasn't been translated on the scoreboard all day. It's a howling breeze. Liptak. Long kick on the breeze. It's a goal.
His third goal, and they've all come in this the third quarter. Matthew Liptak, the ball certainly got on that breeze and it carried. From 55 metres out, here he comes. He hits it hard. Penalised Lachlan Sim, taking him to ground. And there's the kick from 55 metres. A beautiful kick from the little fellow. And now the Adelaide Crow supporters have finally come alive.
Well, the joint is jumping. The Crows lead by 9 points. Just under 5 minutes to three-quarter time. The Bears to come home with the breeze. Gee, the pressure's been intense.
Hard. You can see down in the front of in the four screen. Down on the ground, he copped that one from Bain, and Bain came through at a tremendous rate.
And Daryl Hart not too good. Spent the first half on the bench. He hasn't seen too much of it this quarter. Micken out of the middle to half forward. Phillips did well. Lindner just on the ground, but Hardy takes it away. Great tackle, Lindner. And Jamison goes back to Klug. Jotted out of his arms by little Bain. McGuinness stands in the tackle. Dishes out the hand pass. Everyone under pressure. Marshall. Hardy gets him. Marshall goes back to Klug. They've lost ground in possession. Klug a centering kick. Plenty of Crows there. It comes back. And a chance for Hart. Injured a moment ago. Kicks a goal.
And Brett Hardy is over on the other boundary line. He's hurt. He's up on his feet now. He's bent over. And Daryl Hart's still not too good. His first goal for the game. And this is where Hardy hurt himself. And Klug had 5 Crows. You can see them all there. He's put it into the centre. And Hart roving well.
A murder. 12-11 to 10-8. Adelaide making their move now. They're a side that keep on coming, no question about that. Merritt did then too, bearing down on Maynard. Got a whistle and a ball up.
Hardy seems to be all right. He injured himself earlier, but he's up playing the loose man in defence.
Well, the Bears can ill afford to concede another goal now. Up to three-quarter time. Jarman missed the ball. Micken put his body in. Maynard on his knees.
Look at Bain.
Terrific stuff by Bain. Eventually scrambles a kick to half forward. Abernathy unloads. Miscues. It slides out towards right half forward. Plenty of Crows again. McDermott, great evasion. Pulls it back, intended for Hodges. Closing the gap as Gibson not in time.
Well, Gibson anticipated that McDermott would go in the predictable direction, which was towards the point post. He led that way. Hodges went up the centre of the ground there. Watch here. He steadies, he looks, and then he screws it back into the centre. Look, nobody around because Gibson anticipated and went to the left.
Terrific kick. Hodges, 40 metres out, another one. Well, timely goals these. Adelaide challenged. Have kicked away now. 13-11 to 10-8, and you'd have to say on that breeze it's probably even up, but momentum has shifted. If you wonder about the value of crowds at venues like Football Park and Subiaco Oval, no question the crowd have come into this and they're willing the Adelaide Crows on right here, and they're responding.
Well, after an inaccurate first half, in this quarter, Adelaide have kicked 8-1 to the Bears 5-1.
And they've got two players that have both kicked 3 goals, Hodges and Liptak.
Back in the middle, Merritt. McGuinness caught in Merritt's tackle, and the umpire will ball it up. Just under 2.5 minutes to go to three-quarter time. Well, after a seesawing start to the quarter, when the lead changed 8 times, the Crows have kicked away and now lead by 21. Even so, will it be enough? The Bears to come home with the breeze in the last quarter. Been a great afternoon here at Football Park. Merritt crashes through the middle. Up towards the 50. Curran dishes out the hand pass. Gastev from 65 metres out. Short passes. Hamilton runs onto it and marks, but wide out in the pocket. Into the teeth of the breeze from there. Might get some little protection from the stand.
He's well within kicking distance, Drew. The angle's a problem.
Shane Hamilton. Pretty good. Not a bad effort. Just offline. Hamilton, 2 goals, 2. Well, you mentioned 2 Crows have kicked 3 goals this quarter, and so has Shackey for the Bears. So 3 players have had a real good go at it this term.
Yep. Terrific quarter of footy. Look at that kick on the breeze. Hughes almost to the centre circle. Jarman missed it. So did Merritt. McDermott keeps it in front. Sim has him. Well done, McDermott. Got it out to the bleeding McGuinness. Mick in towards half forward from the recovering Hardy.
Well, the beauty of this is that both sides are really having a go at the football. It's a real competitive effort.
This is good stuff. Gastev has the ball. That's ambitious. Now he's in trouble.
Stupid.
Oh, dear. Marshall to Jamison. Inside intended for Maynard. All turned around now. Brisbane. Pilkey. 35 metres out. He gets it. Well, John Gastev made a terrible mistake there.
Well, 2 mistakes that have been made by the Brisbane Bears. One was McLean earlier when he gave away the free kick to Jarman, who resulted in a goal to Liptak. And also that one, Gastev just too ambitious. He just tried to take him on. He should have done a predictable thing, put it on the boot, because it's a pressure game. And what happens? They turn the ball over and they capitalise on the scoreboard. The opposition. And Pilkey, he's had a quiet day today. It's his first.
26 points the difference. Can the Bears make it up with the wind in this last quarter? Micken wins the hit out and clears the centre square. Phillips for Brisbane. Up towards half forward. Abernethy, a spare man in defence. Dives at that one and marks. Away to Hughes. Kicked by Hughes back to half forward. Phillips punches down. Bain. Lightning.
See that, Drew, there's no point in doing what's happening there. That was Ryan just kicking the ball. Who does he find? The opposition. They've got to work as they work into the breeze. Look for fellows down the ground. Give the ball to them. Just don't blaze away.
That was a shocker by Abernethy, who hasn't got an opponent and kicked straight out of bounds. Hardy. Well, the defence let the ball get behind. Here's Abernethy. Hughes. And they just get out of it. Floating ball. Bickley. Short kick just gets to the wing. Fortunate for Klug. He took the mark up towards half forward. Jarman there. Courage by Jarman. Takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Bangs it towards the goal square. 2 against 2. Hodges almost. Goes to ground. Jamison there to help him out. The Bears a chance now. Merritt palms the ball. Jamison did well to come back. McLean off the ground.
Bain measures it nicely. Sim to centre wing and Bell.
There's a blue on.
Bell inside the attacking 50.
And Michael McLean's down on his knees.
Meantime, Lee's got the ball at the other end. We're with the football. Bickley across to Smart. Maynard out wide to Marshall, who's gone out of this game. Marshall about 70 metres from goal, pulls it back. The fight disperses. Big leap down there. Hodges was claiming the mark, but Lindner touched it first and threw one in the pack. And Merritt saw it. Not the place to throw one with Merritt breathing down your neck.
I think there's a free kick too high, and the umpire trying to break it up.
Well, I'd like to see all of that again. Lindner obviously earned his kick, but there was a bit happening.
McLean limping off for the Bears, and look as though they might finish with 18 fit players.
No, Brad Rowe's all right. He's coming on. He just hasn't put himself in today, Brad Rowe. Let's hope he can do it now.
Important kick, this one. Bruce Lindner to stretch the margin. Not a good kick. And this is to the left.
Now Gastev, let's hope he goes straight down the centre.
He went down the centre, but only about 30 metres. It comes to Hart. Hart! Goals!
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? He started the game like that and he's done it again. You reckon he's learned from the first one of the day. Look. Oh.
That is an area where it's just you just cannot kick to.
There's no excuse. There's just no excuse.
Well, I've got to put my hand up now and say I was his first league coach. How retrospective is it, Don?
Oh, I hope you didn't teach him that.
Jarman out of the middle, down towards half forward. John Gastev hasn't had the best of days, and they've been punished for his mistakes. This is Marshall. Gets it away to McGuinness. Ledner, 45 metres out from goal, no, a little further. Goes down towards the kick-off line. Loose ball. Bodies everywhere.
Lachlan Sims threw himself in desperately.
Leslie at the base of that, and we've got a whistle and a bounce. So the Bears now falling off the pace. Adelaide 15-12, Brisbane 10-9. Umpire Johnson puts it down. Merritt didn't leave the ground. Hart again, snaps. That's close. It's good. Well, it's all over at Football Park.
Well, he hasn't got great pace around the ground, Darryl Hart, but this is a great hit out. But he's an opportunist around the ground, around the goals. And there he is. He's putting through his third goal.
I reckon by the 22-minute mark or thereabouts in the third quarter, he'd had about one kick for the game.
Who's his man?
Now he's kicked 3 goals.
Who's picking him up? John Gastev.
Back in the centre. Taken away by Ryan. The Bears really need to storm home. Oh, well played by Hardy. He gets the ball up the ground and further afield, a hand pass. And Bell chopped off by Hughes. Marshall pulls it in with one hand. The kick to half forward is beautiful to Lindner. Oh, great stuff. Back to Lee. Liptak. The Crows running wild now. Liptak, a poor kick. Knocked down by Merritt. Goes to Ryan. Now Leslie. At centre half back, fooling around with it. They've given it to Gastev. This time his kick's better. And up near the centre of the ground, the mark to Shackey.
Noonan.
To centre half forward. Hamilton, he can play on. He's got Hardy going past. Open goal for Brad Hardy. Yes! Well, after 3 misses, he's finally kicked a goal.
It was a good build-up by the Bears. An ambitious pass found by Gastev, found Noonan. Noonan got it across to Hamilton with a good kick. Held his ground well here, Hamilton. Played on quickly, and Hardy, a very skilled player, is disposable, immaculate, as he puts through his first.
(108-75), just over 20 minutes remaining. Ashcroft favoured by the bounce, gets it to Bain, who hasn't stopped trying. Kicks inside the 50. Here's a chance for Curran. Open goal if he can control it. Curran out of mid-air. It's a goal. 2 in the space of 30 seconds. And suddenly the Bears think they can win a game.
Well, they've got the aid of the breeze, and he really did try hard. He's not over endowed with speed, Peter Curran. It's a good kick by Bain. There it is, over the head. They can run to it, and there's Curran. The ball in front. Hughes not over endowed with speed either, so it's a real race between those two. A desperate effort by Hughes, but Curran just getting to it on the line. Let's hope the Bears can continue with their effort.
Just under 20 minutes left. All up in the middle. Off the ground, Jarman. Open space here for the Crows. Lindner. Oh, shocker! Filkey. Way off target. Jamison gets there late. It bounces off him to Gibson. He's had to take the fullback role. after Zanotti injured. Hart, who's kicked 2 at the opening minutes of this quarter. Marshall, centering kick. Hodges at the back.
Strong
Good
mark
by Champion.
Strong mark.
He can take a mark, can't he? Boots it out Members' side. Marshall in front. Oh, gee, they've made some mistakes, the Bears. Most of them have been punished severely.
Today, Brad Rowe would like to forget. He's been on and off the bench. Look, getting behind, you can't afford to get behind like that.
He can't be dragged again. There's no fit player to come on.
He's resting on his laurels there. David Marshall from the 50. Good looking kick. Has it got the carry? Not quite. Off hands. Miners score.
Don't give it to John Gestev. Oh, he's going to take it. What's he going to do?
16-13 to 12-9. When you fall off the horse, Don, you've got to get back on.
He's fallen off a few times.
He's a glutton for punishment.
Well, there he goes towards the outer side, but he kicks it straight to Abernathy. Abernathy plays on, back towards full forward. Hodges. Strong mark. He's only about 25 metres out from goal. And a few of the Bears holding a post-mortem on the mark, talking about the kick-in.
Roger Merritt, hands outspread, then signalling to Gastev as to where to go. I'd be ripping my hair out.
Gastev is saying, what horse? Here's Hodges. Should get this. And has. His third. 17-13 to 12-9.
Certainly not the answer.
And he makes you pay for it, Gibson. A bit like Danny Hughes down the other end. If you just can't get there, he'll certainly make you earn it once you've taken it.
Well, he hadn't looked like getting a goal while Zanotti was there. And now he's lining up for goal number 5. Scott Hodges from 50 metres. The breeze brings it back. A clever kick. Great kick.
Well, just looking at the windsock as he took that, it was lit, and the flags were as well.
If it was, it certainly was.
I'll give him credit for a very clever kick. Come on, you blokes, give credit where some is due.
Terrific kick. It's the check side from... Was that the check side? A variation on the check side. Don, you were here for a few weeks. Back in the middle. 18-13 to 12-9. They count. Micken gets it down. And they work it forward to the Bears. Pissed it away by Hughes. After it goes Ashcroft. McGuinness. Bickley towards half forward. Hart gets it on the ground in front. Linda goes over the top. Hodges feeds Hart. He settles and kicks another one. That's his 4th. So the Crows are putting on a clinic now. It's 19-13 to 12-9.
Can I pose a question here? Why wouldn't Gastev punch the ball instead of trying to mark it from behind?
Don't look at me.
Well, you taught him.
He hasn't quite filled all the pages of the mistake book yet.
Oh, close.
Why can't you punch?
Still, he's been a great player for the Bears, but today hasn't been his day.
Back in the middle. Merritt. McGuinness. Oh, great hand pass. Marshall into Jarman. Out wide to Lee. Here they go again. Liptak. Kick by Liptak. Out towards the pocket. Hart's got away from Gastev again. The Crows are saying put him on from both ends. Now Hart spent the first half on the bench. I reckon I think I might be right in saying he went about 15 or 20 minutes in the third quarter getting his first kick, and he's lining up now for his 5th goal.
Only had 5 kicks.
Left. What he needed was the check side. He needed the Hodges bend on that one.
Yes, it's like the Bermuda Triangle down in that pocket. So Gastev.
Oh,
bleeding from both feet.
Now
Kicks
that's a
in.
better kick.
Straight down the middle, and in front, Merritt takes the mark.
The sad thing is that Robert Walls was the man who invented the huddle. He should know more about kicking in than anybody.
This is Curran.
But you need the players to execute what you're in the press.
The huddle's been a muddle today as Curran goes long inside the 50. Clears the pack. Hamilton behind, goes off the ground. Inaccurately out of bounds on the bounce in the right full forward pocket. Well, a little misleading really when you look at the scoreboard. 19-14 to 12-9, and at three-quarter time we were saying the Bears were a chance.
Lip tap. Thrown out by Maynard. Lucky to get away with that. Jarman gave it away. High kick by Curran. 50 metres. 25 up, 25 down. Oh, Jarman. The brothers Ardswood. There's no doubt about that. Lip tap. Played at the top game. Klug. Lindner at half forward. Oh, he kept his footing while his opponent crashed to the ground. Got rid of Phillips easily. Jamison takes the mark.
Well, they're playing confident football now. The Adelaide Crows. It was good effort by Lindner, getting rid of Phillips. Used his strength and his body well, then broke away. All over the ball was spinning right to left. Jamison ran into it confidently. A good mark.
Jamison looking for his first goal. Breeze gets hold of it.
Breeze.
See, that's
Similar
why
to Hodges.
That's why Hodges' kick was so good, and you bagged me.
Well, no, his was going for the point post.
Gastev to kick it in. Straight down the middle. Micken comes over the top. This is Marshall. Leslie keeps it in front. Still going. Jarman slides in. Down goes Lee. Certainly pushed in the back, and he'll get the free kick. So the tempo really has gone out of the game now. Adelaide right on top, doing much as they like. This is Abernathy. He's been aided by being free in defence, but he's got a lot of touches today. Gastev gets it down. Phillips chips it in short. Leslie. Bell pulls it back towards the middle of the ground. And the mark is taken by Noonan. McLean, untidy handball. Hardy. Ryan on his wrong kicking foot goes down towards the pocket. That's asking a bit. Shackey keeps it in. Bickley with pace attacked that ball, but the poise was shown by Bain. Ryan did well. McLean hard against the boundary line. Delicate chip, and he finds Shackey.
That was well done by David Bain. Oh, ambitious.
McDermott.
And now it's wide open if this ball stays in for Jarman. Has a break of 40 metres. Up to half forward. Klug has a break. Cruel game. Klug centres. Hard at the back. Taken by Champion. Just gets the boot to ball. Merritt marks on the 50. Support from Leslie. Over the top. And now they rebound. Ryan into Hardy. From centre wing, Brad Hardy drives it long. Shackey. Bit of a nudge by Smart. Thumped up the ground by Cameron. Well, if he kicked it, it would have been a goal.
That was a spike.
I was going to say a spike, but that's where you got to jump in the air.
He's probably deflated it. Lee kicks in. Haven't seen that before. He was almost on the 50, outside the 50, wasn't he, when he hit that? This is Filkey.
Can he play tennis?
Doesn't use a racket. 19-15 to 12-10. Filkey kicks to Klug. When the going was tough, he played very well, John Klug, and now he has to surrender the ball, shepherding off the ball, I think, in that marking contest by Jamison. So Gibson comes up with it. Gibson from half-back, drives it long towards half-forward. Maynard likes a ride. Liptak, very impressive during the third term, across the ground. Lindner, who's lit up in this last quarter, to Jamison, who can run in and kick a goal. He's 40 metres out, steadies, he's got it.
He learned from his previous kick.
Here's a good kick for goal, Rodney Jamison. We'll never forget that kick against Fitzroy. There's Matthew Liptak getting up the ground now and working a bit. Lindner getting away once again, on and off the bench. And here he is, he'll steady. And a good kick from 40 metres out by Rodney Jamieson.
Minutes to go. 53-point lead now to the the Crows. Micken out of the middle. Now here go the Bears, but the hand pass by Hamilton not too good for Curran.
A bit too quick, wasn't it, Drew? Caught Curran napping. McIntyre about to come on for Adelaide.
Curran up very high.
Might be putting him on the ball because he can jump.
Bell. Hardy. Off the ground, Brad Hardy. Bouncing just the wrong way. 1 goal 4 to Brad Hardy. Mark Micken leaves the ground to loud applause from the Crows fans. Replaced by McIntyre.
Hardy's 4th point for the game. 1 goal 4, Brad Hardy.
Just under 10 minutes remain. Hughes finds Smart on the outer side. Getting quite gloomy now at Football Park. Abernathy has run unchecked all day. Goes in short. Filkey. He's away. Towards half forward. Phillips in front. Flicked out by Merritt. Back towards Phillips. It goes again. Gastev keeps it in front. Runs to centre wing. Kicks towards half forward. It's all Crows. Missed by McIntyre, picked up by Bell. Curran's on for the short one. That's the direction the kick takes, and Curran's taken the mark. Earned it.
He's got a football brain, Corey Bell. When he does get it, he knows or tries to do something. And John Gaster's been replaced by Brad Rowe. But it's a pity he's just so small. Maybe he'll mature with weights. He'll get a little stronger, and that'll help him with his speed across the ground. But he's definitely got a football brain, and he's got plenty of courage, the little fella.
Yes, he's tiny, isn't he? The weights make you taller, Don.
Bigger.
Yeah. Here's Curran. A kick from 40. Off to the left. He's pulled it. And through it goes for a minor score. So Brisbane 12-12. Adelaide 20-15.
Some Bears fans a long way from home.
Yeah.
It's great to see them travelling, isn't it?
They probably live in Westlakes.
Just had the crowd for the game, 35,355. Well, I hope they've enjoyed it today because the Crows are away for the next 3 games, all in Melbourne, Collingwood, Hawthorn and Carlton. That's a tough run. Filkey to Maynard. Maynard keeps it low to Lindner. Well played, Bruce Lindner. Klug to Hart. Rowe gets him. Buries him.
Good tackle. That's the best thing you've done, Brad. Good effort.
Brad Rowe takes the free kick towards the back pocket. Not well directed. Well, it wasn't a kick in, but it was the same situation. McIntyre, short pass. Hart goes up. Outnumbered 2-1. Got one around the head. Rowe, a high hand pass out of there. Ryan, former Collingwood and Sydney Swans. Matty Ryan. Long kick to centre wing, but there's nobody there wearing his colours. McGuinness. Well, good tackle by Curran. But McIntyre into Bickley. Adelaide setting it up. Jarman. Filkey. Plenty of time for Grant Filkey. To centre half forward. Hodges.
So there might have been a free kick to Klug. Peter Cameron, the umpires, paid it to Hodges. Klug was tripped. Now here is Klug there, tripped by Martin Leslie, although accidental. But Hodges could have gone either way.
Kept kickless by Mark Zanotti. Zanotti then damaged a hamstring, left the ground, and Hodges might kick 6 after half-time. Starts at left. It's through for a goal.
This is his best effort. Let's hope he can build some confidence for himself, because he's been a man out of confidence. As you all know, he's kicked bags of goals, 153 in 1990 for Port Adelaide. Merritt McGarry medalist the same year. So he's got a lot of talent. Just a little slow coming to grips with it this year.
So Adelaide have kicked 16 goals so far in the second half. Really putting their stamp on this game now. Cameron goes out of the middle towards half forward. Hardy has to battle too, and the mark is held by Maynard.
At least the Bears haven't given away, Dennis. They got the ball out of the centre again.
Lee to Smart. Marshall to McIntyre. Runners inside. Merritt comes at him. Hughes has got it. Jarman kicks inside the 50 and Hart. I think it was a missed kick, but Hart's taken the mark.
It wasn't an intentional kick. If it was very, very good. I think it was meant for the man a little further on than Hart.
So Hart, only 6 kicks. He's kicked 4 goals. Kicking at his 5th here, directly in front, kicks through the ball, looks close, misses.
3 goals, 2 in this quarter. He's kicked 4, 2 for the game.
One's game. Here's the final scoreboard, and Adelaide led at every change. They didn't get moving until the end of that third quarter and really romped home in the final term, winning by 66 points. Looking at the leading goal kickers, great to see Scott Hodges attacking. He bagged 7, Darryl Hart 4, and interestingly, Rodney Jamieson kicked a goal after the siren, brings back memories of the game against Fitzroy. For Brisbane, Shackey finished with 6. Let's have a look at what's happening on 7 Sport. Highlights of round 7 of the Australian Touring Car Championships from Mallala tonight at 11:15. AFL next Friday night, Hawthorn and North Melbourne. Then highlights on Saturday from 4:30 till 6 o'clock. 7 Nightly News is next. Join John, Narelle and me for all today's top stories.
This has been a 7 Sport production. The 1991 AFL Premiership season. Proudly brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors, BP, Westpac, CUB, Ultratune, Rocker Brothers and Foodland.